Well, hello, folks. It is Monday. I have to make sure it is the 9th of December. Cheers. I lost that tooth yesterday, so this is the first time that I'm talking. So, it's a challenge. I was able to eat. Eating was better last night since this has been just slowly, working its way out. And it's interesting how I've been through this several times now where the tooth is working its way out and then you think I can just pull it, and you try to pull it and it's really painful, so you stop and you just wait, and then a day or two later it just, while you're just doing something, it just slides out like nobody's business. So it's a relief, and it's also morbidly upsetting too. I'm getting old. My body is falling apart. It's not, but I'm getting older, and so anyway, but kind of I'm just real thankful, and at the moment I'm going to be talking a little bit mostly about my music as opposed to reviewing other stuff. I think I have a couple things here, but let me just start by saying once again how pleased I am that people are connecting with my music. My shipment of 100 CDs of this release, Sonicity, arrived on Friday. It's Monday, and I've sold 50 already. 50 out of 100. Half of them are gone. No expectation. Actually, I thought to myself, well, I just released Inner Image, so I have no expectation. I'm not telling people what to buy. So I had no expectation. I knew that I was getting it in time for Bandcamp Friday. So I was hoping for some Bandcamp Friday sales, and I sure did get them. Wow. Thank you very much. I've been meaning to show, not individually, but to just kind of just show so my discography, not completely because it's pretty. So when I added the Sonicity and deep entries to my discography, my number is up to 170 releases. I went out to the other room and grabbed, and I don't have all of the releases that I play on. I'm missing 2 that I know of for sure from Europe that I'm not able to get. They're just gone. They're sold out. I didn't even get a copy, But besides cassettes, some actual floppy disks of my music that were sold, the albums and the 45s, this is the pile of. Ooh, let me try to get it now. Because it's like, when I went to go, I was going to try to take a picture of them all together, and it's like, damn. I didn't realize this is all releases. This is all music. Compact disc releases of music that I play on. It's either by me or I play on it. Like, for example, this is a physical copy of the Greg Eklund collaboration that we did a few years ago, a single song called Follow Me. It's online, but I went ahead and made a physical copy because it's for sale. It's a digital release. Mostly I don't show those, but there's a few in here that are importantly in here. But stuff like Flyover, I actually made copies of that. My Life After X. This one, I'm tempted. to reissue on CD. I did this on vinyl as well. Dereck #3. This kind of like started everything. And then Murphy, I ran out of these right away. I even messed up and sold the test pressing. I don't even have a test pressing of that anymore. But all these different records, the Dereck and hand-painted police car, that's my friend Dan's band. I play keyboards on that. I got 2 releases by them, never mind our little Cox. Yeah, this was another one I put out in the year of COVID, 2020. And then, of course, Nice and Dereck 2, Atomic Breathing, Sun Ambulance. I'll stop there. Just a lot of stuff. The Digital Sex on CD, still available out of France. Here's a real collector's item that I don't think anyone's going to be able to find. Made in Greece, a limited edition of how many copies of this? There's only a few. 30? 33 copies of this. Way Stasis. Put out by Impact Records. It is pretty cool because it's limited edition. 33 copies with a CD. A black CD. Reproductions. This was really deluxe. A couple of reproductions of my art. And a cassette of the music. Quite honestly, as I was pulling these together to think about trying to take a picture, I started to kind of get blown away myself at the volume of work of mine that's out there. Here's something that you can't find, but it came with a magazine. Music work number 23. That's Di Mainstone, an artist from England who does some really innovative work. And she was here trying to set up playing the walking bridge in Omaha as an instrument. She's done it in different places, and I helped her to research the bridge and some of the recordings of the research I used for a composition that's on this CD. And then, of course, there's RAF on CD. And the last thing I'll say is, here's a disc that I have for sale that I really can't sell because I can't put it on Bandcamp properly because of the singer being a pain. Well, I'll just say it like that. But I have them. I got Digital Sex CDs. If anyone inquires, I'm very proud of this work. This helped to put Omaha independent artists on the map. I've been told by many. It has a lot to do with that magazine cover, Punk Pioneer. So, thank you all so very much for listening. So I don't have much to show that I listened to because I worked all weekend on my next record, which the response to these CDs is so positive that I have a body of work that I had been waiting to present to FPE for a release, and then I got the news that FPE is on hard times, and on top of that, it would be another year that I'd be waiting for the tracks to show up on vinyl. So what I did this weekend mostly was work on this. I'm going to issue another CD. New stuff. There are a couple things that if you buy it, you'll see were released recently digitally on other, like the Ryuichi Sakamoto dedicated piece. But I sent that off already, although I think I might have messed up on the art, so I think I'll be hearing from them today to make some corrections on the art. No expectations in it, also admitting that it's a bit self-indulgent. It's like I need to strike while the iron is hot. I can literally basically afford to order this next title. So that's what I've done. Just a little bit more, because I want to just share that I'm very happy. This is what I want to. This is what I've always wanted to do: is make records, make music, and make records. So this year has been good. I have the Cloud Over Jupiter release, my CDs, and this vinyl. I'm on 3 vinyl releases this year. The low end 5 years celebration disc from Bemis. This is still not on sale commercially in a store. If you want to get a copy, because this track that's on here, Stub, this is the only place that it exists, is on this vinyl. I'm just chuffed that I'm on this album with these other amazing artists: Laura Ortman, Pamela Z, Jamie Branch, Marcus Fisher, Eviction, More Mother, and then there's me. And it just got to show it's just this beautiful, deep purple vinyl. I feel very thankful, and I use the term that's associated with religion, but it's not a religious term, it's a descriptive term. I feel blessed. I'm thankful and I feel blessed. So that came out this year. Seems like it was a long time ago, but at the beginning of the year in February, this came out, David Nansen Mode Sound. I play bass on this. I didn't tour with the band, but I'm part of the collective. And this came out on Jack White's label, Third Man. This limited edition version is gone. Sold out almost right away. You can still get a black vinyl copy of this album. Now, I know that David Nance is not into this sort of thing, but I talk about the local entertainment awards that we have in Omaha, the OEAA, the Omaha Entertainment and Arts Awards. I've won several times. This year I did not receive any personal nominations, but 2 projects that I'm part of, things I'm part of have. RAF have once again been nominated for Best Punk, and David Nance, the album, got nominated for Album of the Year, which I'm very happy about. It's not Album of the Year. But it's nice that it's being recognized. Someone thinks enough of it to have done that. So I'm up for a nomination, and then this just recently came. And there's a buzz about this. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased that I did not shrink from participating in this because of the theme. You know, I'm seeing actually a fair amount of posts in social media about this album, and people are raving about it. And one of the rave tracks is mine. People are saying mine is the standout. I've even heard from some gay friends of mine, people that I know that are gay. I don't, hang out much with them, but they have gotten in touch with me, to applaud me for participating. And the money for the sales goes to the San Francisco AIDS Foundation. I'm really proud of that. So thank you, and thank you for letting me talk about it. Because I worked Saturday and Sunday on this new release. So I hardly played any records, but I did. I want to share that I had said in a recent video that I didn't think I'd bought any Christmas records because I've never bought Christmas records for Christmas music, but I have actually bought some Christmas records. Here's one that I pulled. And I bought this one because of the artists on it, and it is an unusual Christmas album. Chantons Noël, Ghost of Christmas Past, put out by the discography label, which I love. And look at who's on here. This is my kind. It's hardly Christmassy at all. In particular, the Rudy column, Cabaret Voltaire, Tuxedo Moon, The Names, Michael Nyman, okay? That's the Christmas album I have. I have a couple more, actually. I have a Yellow Magic Orchestra Christmas album I'd forgotten. But with them in mind, the only other record that I played, and I played this all the way through, I just love Sakamoto. Ryuichi Sakamoto's Beauty. When I listened to it, this really should have broken through. He had Jill Jones, Prince Protege on the lead single, You Do Me. Beauty. Everyone from Robert Wyatt to Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys are on this album along with Sakamoto. He covers We Love You by the Rolling Stones. I like his version better than the Stones. So glad I got to see Yellow Magic Orchestra. Almost got to meet them. And when I was in Japan, I participated in a songwriting contest that Sakamoto judged. So I got direct feedback from Sakamoto in that contest. I didn't win. And I certainly wasn't in any shape to win. You know, at that time back in the 90s, I was just really just starting to understand how to write. Another classic of past its time. So after I do this, get this uploaded, I'll go to the post office and mail off the latest purchases of the new CD. And I'm glad that I'm sending tracking numbers because I heard from one person who hadn't received theirs, and it was interesting because it was an address where I wasn't able to find it at first, and we finally found it, and sure enough, the CD is on its way. You can wait if you want until there's another Bandcamp Friday. I don't know if there's one in January or not. I don't care about the Bandcamp Fridays. I appreciate the support because people do send me money besides buying records on Bandcamp Friday. Thank you. But I'd love for you to have this. And think about it. It's Christmas time. This would really make a nice gift. Actually, Dwayne, thank you. He bought two, one for himself and one for a friend. I'll leave the link below. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you so much. I've gotten some nice compliments, so I'll just leave it there. I'll wrap this up by doing a quick poll, okay? And I'll stay central here because I was thinking I would grab something here and it'll be something that's real obvious. And that was going to be Dizzy Gillespie. That's like, I got it. What do we have here? Okay, so let's just... Well, I've shown this, but what's by Andrew Hill? Well, okay, so it's some jazz this morning. Andrew Hill, Spiral. Is Ted Curson on here? Yes, I remembered that. Cecil McBee, Barry Elcher, Lee Konitz, Robin Kenyatta. And then I think you jazz people know this album for sure. Point of Departure. Right? This is one of those exceptional Blue Note releases because the thing about Tony Williams on drums, look at the lineup. The thing about Blue Note for me was that it was a commercial endeavor, and a fair amount of Blue Note releases were aimed at a middle-of-the-road jazz type of audience. A lot of real bluesy, kind of danceable almost stuff. Lee Morgan has an album that's real popular in Blue Note that I don't care for at all. but it's an example. So to me, stuff like this and Eric Dolphy and Cecil Taylor and some of those amazing Don Cherry records, that's the cream of the crop on Blue Note for me. It's not a label that I endeavor to collect. It isn't. It's a label I highly respect. Okay? I'll show this because it's next to it. Here's an album that another survivor. I'll end with this because this is a collectible album now. Has been for a while, and this is one that I found as a kid. Shortly after it came out, it got cut out in America. High Tide Sea Shanties, and I found it as a cutout for 79 cents. Here's my name to prove it. This goes all the way back to my teen years. When I saw this in the cutouts, I knew I had scored. Just by the cover, I knew, said, whoa, this ain't supposed to be here. This is a great album. Dark. Sounds like a heavy guitar-led Doors. The guy sings kind of like Jim Morrison. Simon House on violin, who was in Hawkwind and many other bands. Not many, but other bands. I saw him with Hawkwind. And I'm proud this has survived in pretty decent shape because it goes back to my childhood. Didn't have a lot of records, so I played everything a lot. Pardon me, folks. It's the morning, body getting settled. I'm also a bit excited, to be honest. Very thankful. Is there anything else down here? No, this is just stuff I'm out of room. I'm out of room. So hopefully, well, I'm always trying to be positive, hoping for good things. When I listen to the news, I got nothing to say about Syria. I got nothing to say about none of that. It all looks hopeless to me. So just head down and into the music. That's what I have for today. Have a good week. Have a good Monday.